If you're moving your family to Park City and the schools are part of your decision, and for most families they are, there's so much information out there that's just wrong or outdated or just kind of misleading. School ratings change, boundary lines move, and a neighborhood that fed into a top school 5 years ago might not feed into the same school today. This video is the complete 2026 guide to Park City schools and family life. By the end, you'll know exactly how the district ranks, which schools are the strongest, and where the boundary lines actually run, and what real family life in Park City looks like beyond the brochure. Quick credibility note. Aside from having two kids that went through the Park City School District, from Trailside Elementary to Akron Middle School to Park City High School, with my last one graduating this year, I help relocating families every single week, so I see the school questions over and over. I also see the mistakes. Families who buy a house thinking they're zoned for one school and end up busing to another. Families who choose a neighborhood for schools and realize they're too late. Families who choose a neighborhood for schools and realize too late they hate the commute. I want to save you from both. So let's start with a macro picture and zoom in from there. Park City School District serves about 4,400 students across 12 schools. As of 26, it's ranked the number 4 school district in the entire state of Utah by niche, with an overall A grade. On other rating platforms, the district carries an average composite score of 8.8 on 10. The numbers behind the rankings. Average math proficiency sits about 54% versus Utah state average of 40. Reading proficiency is about 57% versus 43% statewide. The student-to-teacher ratio is about 15-1, which is meaningfully lower than the Utah state average of 22-1. At the top of the district, Park City High School was ranked the number 5 high school in Utah by U.S. News and World Reports in 26, placing it in the top 5% of all public high schools nationally, number 909 out of nearly 18,000 schools. The 4 schools ahead of it in the state are charter schools, which means Park City High School is the second highest ranked traditional public high school in Utah, behind only Skyline, which is located in Mill Creek. In other words, this is a genuinely excellent district, not just by resort town standards, but by any standard. Here's the lineup you should know. The elementary schools are made up of Trailside, McPaulin, Jeremy Ranch, and Parley's. The middle school, which serves all of Park City, is Ecker Hill. The high school is Park City High School, and that's the only public high school in the district. It offers unusual programming for a high school its size, including aviation and drone classes, a strong arts program, and a competitive athletic program, particularly in skiing and snowboarding, where Park City regularly produces collegiate and Olympic level athletes. If you have a competitive ski racer family, you should also take a look at the Winter Sports School, which is a private school that runs an academic calendar built around training and competition season. It's a unique option that very few places in the country offer. So here's a mistake I see most often. A family from out of state finds a house they love. The listing says Park City. They assume that means Park City schools. And it doesn't always. Areas like Promontory or Silver Creek Village say Park City. They have a Park City zip code of 84098, but they are not in the Park City School District. Depending on the class size and the enrollment of Park City schools, Park City School District might allow outside of the district students to come in, but there's no guarantee. So that's something that you should definitely pay attention to. Properties in Heber, Midway, Wanship, Coldwell, Hideout, and other surrounding areas in the Wasatch County and other parts of Summer County are fed by other districts like Wasatch, North Summit, or South Summit, which are all good districts, but they're not Park City School District. The Wasatch County School District serves Heber, Midway, and parts of Jordanelle and Hideout. It's also highly rated. It's a solid district, but it's different from Park City, with different schools, different schedules, and different programs. If schools were a deciding factor for you, do not rely on the listed description. Verify the actual school assignment with the district before you make an offer. The Park City School District website has a school locator. Use it, or have your agent pull a verified school assignment as part of your due diligence. Park City has a robust private school market as well for families who want that option. The main names you'll hear in Park City are Park City Day, or one of the two Montessori schools. Park City Independent and Wylam School of Discovery are two charter options with good reputations. Then as we mentioned previously, there's a winter sports school for elite winter athletes. Also, in addition to the Park City schools, there's a number of private schools in the Salt Lake area. Most popular is Roland Hall, which has bus service from Park City to Roland Hall. Tuition of the K through 12 options range from around $18,000 to north of $40,000 per year, depending on the grade and the school. So beyond schools, here's what relocating families need to know about daily life in Park City. Sports and activities are phenomenal. Skiing is obvious. Every kid in Park City schools gets opportunities to ski. The Park City ski and snowboard team is one of the most successful youth development programs in the country. But there's also competitive mountain biking, soccer, lacrosse, hockey at the Olympic Park Ice Arena. Football and baseball programs are both strong at Park City High School and before Park City High School as well. And a strong arts and music scene through the Egyptian Theater and Echo Center. Childcare and summer camps are well developed in Park City. Park City Rec Center, the National Ability Center, the Youth Sports Alliance, and various ski team summer programs keep kids busy all summer. The commute reality. Park City is small. The longest drive within district is typically about 20 minutes. School buses run reliably, and most families end up with kids either riding buses or carpooling more than daily driving themselves. What about the cost of living in Park City? Families need to know this is an expensive place to live. Groceries are about 15 to 25% higher than the national averages. Healthcare access is good, and there are specialists, especially orthopedists, obviously, in the Park City area, but to find other specialists, you might be driving down to Salt Lake. The good news, Utah's flat 4.5% state income tax and Park City's primary resident property tax reduction of just 0.55% of the assessed property value make the tax burden much lower than what families coming from California, New York, Texas, Florida, and Illinois are used to. Here's my framework for relocating families. Step 1. Identify your kids' grade levels and the school you want them in. Visit the district website. Look at the school profiles. Talk to other parents if you can. Step 2. Pull the boundary map for that school. Note the streets and subdivisions that feed into it. Step 3. Filter your home search to only that boundary area. Don't fall in love with the house outside the boundary area. Although intra-district transfers are possible, they're not guaranteed, and that's how heartbreak happens. Step 4, tour your neighborhoods at the time of day you'll actually be commuting. Drop-off and pickup traffic can happen in Park City. The 5-minute drive in the brochure can be 20 minutes or more at 8:15 in the morning, especially during ski season. Step 5, talk to your local real estate agent, preferably me, who knows the school nuances. Boundaries move, schools open, programs change. The school landscape today might not be the school landscape your kids enter. Park City delivers a school and family life experience that very few resort towns can match. If you've been worried that moving to a ski town means sacrificing your kids' education, the data says you absolutely do not have to make that trade-off here. If you're a family thinking about a Park City move and you want a real conversation about schools, neighborhoods, activities, and where your family actually fits, book a call through the link in the description. I do this every week. I'll help you map your priorities to the right zip code and neighborhood. Subscribe for more relocation content, and I'll see you next time.